Well, not late. Yeah, you guys are the ones that are late, definitely. I totally did not get wound up in tomorrow's Red Dead video and kind of forget to look at the clock. Dude, there are a lot of people that are live tonight. Um, I've had a lot of audio going on in the background while I've been working. Uh, I gotta say, I'm working on better. I'm working on better editing or work flows. So I'm thinking about. Usually, I only need to worry about recording the main channel videos. The light videos are going to be more shenanigans I'm doing with my friends, or it's going to be stream VODs that are chopped up. But man, the Red Dead video this week was very hard to get out, actually, or very hard to record. I think I had to do 3 different recording sessions for it, which was a bit of a nightmare. Let me make sure the audio levels are looking good. Yeah, they look great. Alright. So, welcome to the music stream. We got a few things that we need to do. I got all my things lined up. It'll be, hopefully, easy. I say easy with a little asterisk next to it. Let's go down the list of what we need to do exactly, and then from there we will decide. So, first things first, we are working on my film composition class, music for film class. What we have in front of us is a chord progression that we're working on. And then after that, we have a scene to compose to. Let's turn that down. As much as I love this song, we need to turn that down a little. So we have our priorities in order right now. It's just about how exactly we're going to do it. On top of that, we also need to write music for our interactive games class. That's going to be our third assignment. And that one requires us to write 2 individual themes for games that are already pre-established. So, they gave some ideas, but they said we can go with anything. So I'm really tossing around some games that I really enjoy and know well enough to make music on, as well as how do I put this? As well as unfamiliar enough to be stuck in the soundtrack. So for example, I'm not doing Subnautica, i.e., I listen to that way too much. Subnautica has completely influenced my music, so that would be a terrible idea. So I really got to think about what to do there. But yeah, the reason I chose this song in particular was because this is not the final, but one of the final. Was this the final? This might have been the final. This might have been my final assignment. I don't quite remember. For my last film scoring class. That was film scoring 1. Now we're in film scoring 2. To put it simply. So, yeah, I like that track. I think it came out beautifully. If you guys haven't heard it, it's available on all streaming platforms under The Sound of Games Volume 3. The latest release to go up. Speaking of releases, I said I would do a silent push of Broken Mirror's Acoustic. I take that back. I think what I've decided to do is I decided to put a lot more work into um, my music because I think one of the problems of last year's releases, even though we got like 6 or 7 out, and we wrote like I don't know 50 tracks or something across both accounts. I think the main problem is that I was pushing quantity over quality, and I wasn't really paying too close attention. I think a problem with the Sound of Games is every track on that album is too quiet. I did not go back and check. Um, as well as the first problem. Hang on, what's that? Notifications. Oh, we're getting frame drops. Hello. Let's check that out. Let's see if that persists. Another problem was the first track in. What was it? Welcome to Town, I think it was. Um, that track I was a little too sloppy with, and I didn't check what file I uploaded. So I'm sort of kicking myself about stuff like that because that's stuff that, in my personal opinion, is really easy to fix and it just shows carelessness. So I think this year and moving forward, I have my goals of quality over quantity. Even if that means albums get pushed back and I can't meet my personal original deadlines, I'd rather have really good music be pushed out a little later than have rushed music that has a few bumps and errors and it's not completely up to my standards. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love every track on The Sound of Games, but The Sound of Games Volume 3 in particular. But I still think there was a bit of carelessness that I did that they could have been up here and they're just like right down here. So I got I'll learn from those mistakes because it's a process. Anyways, so let's go ahead and let's jump into today's assignment. We are working on a chord progression, a dramatic progression. Here's what we need to do. Write with an emphasis on the key of D minor and add some kind of twist to the harmony, expand beyond D minor in some way. Make your progression 16 measures in length. When you orchestrate, primarily focus on the strings. In the strings, write for violin 1, 2, viola, cello, and bass. Supplement the strings lightly with a few additional colors. Using minimal brass, woodwinds, or percussion are all viable choices, but keep the non-essential elements subtle. Use a slow tempo. Okay. Some optional possibilities include add a melodic line, repeat your progression, but modulate to a new key, and repeat your progression several times, changing the orchestration with each repetition. So, we have our groundworks, we have our standards that are set. We can begin working. So, first things first, I wrote this chord progression. In D, it starts in D minor and then modulates to C minor. I haven't heard this since earlier today, so let's take a listen. Actually, no, since yesterday, because I started this yesterday for the stream. This is just on piano, by the way. So let's go ahead and let's take a listen. Has to be dramatic. So it's not very dramatic right now. And frankly, it's at a rather fast tempo. I don't know, what... Can I get some ideas for how long it's supposed to be? I'm seeing about a minute. Yeah, I'm seeing people post about a minute's worth of music. So that means that we're going to have to shrink this down. Whoops, don't do that. Let's go on, yeah, let's move everything over. You're supposed to be too long. And you over. Okay. I think then, if that's the case, we'll go ahead and we will keep these over here. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. I think there has to be a better way to modulate from D down to C minor. Let me think. This one's going to change. So what do we want to do with that? Let's try that. Major... No, just a regular 7th. Nope, that's too major. Let's try A, maybe? A7. I'm actually going to go ahead and flatten that. Yes? No? What do I think? Alright, it's B flat. See, that sounds like it resolves, and I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and let's raise that up here. Nope. There's sus4. Let's try sus2. I think sus2 works a little better on carrying it. Alright, let's hear this. It's interesting. I kind of like it because it's not conforming the way it would regularly conform. I think that flat 5th on followed by a sus2 is really just sort of warping it in a way. And I would need to hear it done on the strings, but I really am liking it. Let me make sure that everything is running smoothly. Alright, everything looks like it's going good. Nope, okay, I take that back. Still dropping frames. Why is this happening? What is happening? Dang it, task manager up. What's happening? Talk to me, task manager. Okay. It's taking up all the memory. I think I need to see the stream just play out. I'm not entirely sure what's happening. Yeah, okay. I'll keep the stream on hand. Trying to figure out what's happening. Let's keep going. Okay, so now we just need one more chord progression. I think we can actually lead off of this into something really cool. Da-da. Is that it? And then... Ooh, wait, hang on. I think we're onto something here. Something that's going to lead into this, like, chord progression that sort of just flows into C minor. How do we get there? Let's try that. Welcome, Apple. We're currently working on a dramatic chord progression. It's yeah. There's no real way of putting it other than that. Copy that. Throw that there. So then, what if we're literally just gonna. All right, you know what? You're getting timed out for that. Which decided not notify today for some reasons. Ooh, uh-oh. That's weird. Anyway, how do I untime out someone? I forget. Okay, there we go. Now your timeout should be gone. That's what you get for saying skibbity in my chat. Remind me to put that as a blocked term from now on. Once I timed out, I wonder why. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, I kind of like that. Let's go ahead and let's lower the tempo once again. Let's do like 110. I don't know. Something slow, maybe 90. Yeah, 90 looks more appropriate. I need a string sample here just to play with. How's it sound? I think that should work for now, just for what we need to do. Okay. Not my favorite thing that I've written, in all honesty, but I mean, we're just sort of testing with stuff right now. And I'll say I'm not liking that patch. I'm really not liking that patch, so let's go ahead and let's find something. Let's figure out Omnisphere. Reminds me of the This Is Garnet. What? How? What key is that in? I don't even know. Stronger than you, Rebecca Sugar, key. I don't know. Is it? Huh? It isn't C minor. What are the odds? Anyway, personally, I don't think so, but that might just be a me thing. Give me a warm. Why not? Okay, that's a lot better. Well, let's go ahead and let's add a bass to it. What else do we need? Hang on, looking up my thing. We need cello and bass, so pretty much just doubling up. That's fine. Just started the song that has the strings or whatever has that tone and that only the start. I'm still not hearing it, so once again, it might be a me thing. That's not what I meant to do. Is that what I'm looking at? And then it needs to be a D. Okay, there we go. We have all that in place. Let's go ahead and just bring it down, bring it over. Let's go on, let's make that base a little bit more prominent. Okay. Yeah, that's sounding better. I'm actually gonna go ahead and try. I'm gonna hate this, but I'm gonna try contact. It's gonna take forever to load, but I want to try it. I want to hear it. Thank you. I'm looking for this. High winds, low winds, percussion, strings. There you are. Whoa, Tabby, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys doing? I think notice are still on the fritz. Hang on, let me go ahead and play that again, just because I really like the raid notif. Hello? You gonna play? It's gonna like jump scare me. Doing good? That's awesome. I'm glad you're doing good. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, awesome. There. The raid notif is very cool. Thank you. I'm really happy with it. I'm just not entirely sure why it's not playing from the actual alert box like channel in the mixer. I'll have to like reconfigure everything and see if like something's wrong. Okay, that's weird. Why did it do it twice? I definitely did not click it twice. Streamlabs is on the fritz today. But yeah, how was your stream, Tabby? What were you guys doing? I think I came in during your rival segment. I was just I was lurking while I was editing my video. What are you trying to tell me? Streamlabs. Streamlabs is always on the fritz. Yeah, I don't know. I might switch back to regular OBS if it keeps doing this. Hey, well, thanks, man. The stream went well. That's awesome. I'm glad the stream went well. I'm gonna do that so I can see better when it's loaded. Streamed a bit longer than I originally planned, which is nice. That's great. Honestly, if it's always those moments when you're just like, yeah, I can keep going. I can keep going. And then you end up going for like an extra hour or two. I would definitely have those moments. But yeah, that's awesome that you were streaming for a little bit longer. I think I saw you were playing something else at the very end, right before I went live, but I didn't see what it was. I mean, okay, violin 1, violin 2, viola, cello, and bass. I would say we have all that pretty well sorted. Supplement the strings lightly with a few additional colors. Minimal brass. Okay. Let's play a game called Predecessor, which I haven't played in months. Oh, Predecessor. I've like seen very like small snippets of that game. We won, but man, I am rusty. I mean, hey, I completely understand. I'm pretty sure if I were to go back to Valorant, yeah, I'd be completely rusty too. Speaking of which, I have not played Valorant who knows how long. I kind of want to get back into it. It's like one of those things that just keeps calling you from like the back of your mind. It's like, do I really want to give in? Okay, now I'm confused. I'm concerned. Why is this taking so long to load up a single instrument? That's not good. That is definitely not good. Yeah, I stomped that voice out. You know what? Kudos to you, man. If you can do that, much respect. I don't know, I'm still deciding whether I want to stomp that voice out entirely or if I want to give into it every now and then. My favorite instrument, the loading screen of death. Yeah, I've only played Valorant once, I think. It was like a private match with friends. I think that's probably the times when I had the most fun. I had such a bad crash out like about a year ago. I was solo queuing comp every night for like 6 hours until like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. And at one point I was like, at one point I just reached a breaking point. I'm like, fuck this, I'm done. I cannot. Honestly, I only ever played Valorant because I was gaming with friends and never played on my own. I was that way for a bit. Solo queuing a Madlet. I know, I got up to like mid. I got hard stuck gold solo queuing. Worst time of my life. I was in the lowest trenches of my mental state, and I think Valorant was a huge cause of that. I dropped the game and I was like, I feel free. I feel like the shackles have just come off my hands. It was a nightmare. And now I find it really hard to get back into the flow, and I'm sort of happy about that. I'm like, 100% don't want to do that. I 100% believe that. It was crazy, man. It is freeing. It really is. I don't think I've touched the game in probably. I played like one-off games, and I think I did like a one-off stream even not too long ago. But like other than that, I have not played the game like on a daily basis in about a year. Every other time is just like, oh yeah, I'll hop on for like a couple matches, and then I'll completely forget that the game exists. At this point, I'm just gonna uninstall it. I have no need to play it anymore. I need to find more healthy FPS games. That's why I've been enjoying Rivals so much. It's just fun. It's not taxing or draining. Like, how long does it take a patch of synths, not synths, strings to load? Just give me my strings. This is a bad idea. I totally knew this going in that it was a bad idea. I still did it. Oh, great. At this point, I have no one to blame but myself. I play R6 Siege sometimes. It's so draining. Apple, you play R6? I did not expect you to be a Siege player. I only play with friends, though I refuse to play alone. That's fair. That's fair. That's another one of those games where I'm like, yeah, I'll play with friends. I wouldn't say I'm bad at Siege, but I also wouldn't say I'm anywhere close to being good. Everyone has that reaction. Yeah, I don't know. It's just very surprising. I'm not getting the vibe that you're a Siege player. No one expects me to play it. I know what Siege players look like. I got one of my buddies plays Siege all the time. I think he's actually on his college's esports team for Siege. Dude, that dude is something. So it's always surprising when people will say they play Siege, but then don't like have the personality of a Siege player. It's just so interesting. All right, I want to hear what this sounds like on this now. Okay, maybe give me sustains. I refuse to use VC though. I don't play casual. That's actually really smart. The only times I have played Siege with VC have been absolute nightmares. I don't think I've ever had a pleasant conversation with a Siege player. how do we transition to a new key? But I guess it'll work. Maybe I need a melody on top of that in order to sort things out. One time someone asked me to speak, and I did. But it was my webcam mic or something, so he told me to stop talking. Then it escalated, and he called my friend a slur. Average Siege experience. Yeah, no, getting called a slur is an average Siege experience for sure. It's like, are you even playing Siege or Call of Duty if you're not getting called a slur? At that point, the community would be dead. Alright, at this point, I don't think that loading time was worth it, but I gotta keep rolling with this. Alright, I need a melody. How easy is that gonna be? Also, we'll be lurking, because I'm gonna grab some pizza, but may the music be musicking. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hopefully the music will be musicking. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in a world of trouble. It's fine. We'll figure something out. We'll adapt. Wait, that was the wrong key. Okay, can we bring that down even more? I already did like a 45 minute stream, but I am bored. Do you think it's fine if I do it again? Is there such thing as too much streaming? Um, I think that's really a personal thing. If you if you feel like you're getting burnt out from streaming, then yes, it's too much. But if cuz you're doing it casually, um I mean if you want to stream again, go for it. I mean, I started out YouTube posting more than one video a day cuz I just literally was too like I just wanted to keep doing it. So, I mean, in terms of is there a thing as too much streaming? That's just a personal thing. I think the other thing, I think Twitch may not send a notif the second stream too soon after the first. Yeah, I think it will because in the instance of like if your stream went down for like networking issues, and it came back, it's not going to notify because it's going to assume it's part of the same stream. I'm not entirely sure where the cutoff window is. Um, I've never personally tried streaming like 2 full streams in a day, so I don't know. I think that's something maybe worth experimenting with. I'm not sure how soon after it would notify. I think Twitch would read it as, oh, the networking, like it's a network issue, so like don't send out the notif. It might be like, if I had to guess, an hour before it sends out another notif. See, I feel like these strings would be better for a melody. Except they just suck. I don't like them. What about this one? Maybe that's like my best bet here. Stop streaming because Dad came home and wanted to spend a little time with him. I don't personally know how people burn out from playing video games. It's it's exhausting. Um, because I think when it comes to video games, obviously like that's not what burns you out. What burns you out is having to put on the is having to give the energy to be the streamer, having to be the person holding the attention of Twitch chat. And I think I've talked about this before on a previous music live stream, but that's why the music streams are so much shorter, is because instead of it being a balance of gameplay and me, it's just solely me. This is all produced by me. Meanwhile, I'm also like my attention's divided between the music and being the streamer. So these streams tend to be a bit shorter because I cannot maintain like doing this for 4 hours and being entertaining. I've tried it before. It's not been it's not gone well. So I try and keep the music streams a little shorter in order to keep myself from getting burnt out from doing them. because I love doing the music streams. They're my favorite. But the reason why people get burnt out from Twitch is by being the streamer, by being the center of attention, trying to keep the audience engaged. Maybe it's just because it's my job to constantly hold attention. I sort of have a natural skill with it. Some people do. But I think the difference is um with your job and your profession, you're telling a story. Usually when it comes to Twitch streaming, you've got to make that story on the spot. You've got to create this energy, this facade around what's happening. And it's all very exhausting versus having to like work up to it in like the regular like theatrical way. I don't know. I think that's just how I see it. I'm not entirely sure if that's how every other Twitch streamer feels. I definitely don't want to speak for everyone else, but that's how I would put it. What do we want to do now? I think I want to go ahead and add like some brass. New version of Contact 8 is available. I'm not buying Contact 8 because that would be a waste of my money. Let's go and let's switch this out. I don't want to do that. We're gonna be waiting here for like another 20 minutes. Oh boy. Yes, brass. Maybe I should have just maybe I should have just swapped projects already. This isn't even for like an actual class assignment. This is just for a discussion post. And I'm like, why am I putting this much work into a discussion post? Well, it's fine. We're rolling with it. Okay, is it actually like loading up? Okay, it is. Great. This is great. This is fantastic. I did not want to see this today. The white screen of death. I was scrolling through discussion posts. This is just for a discussion post. I haven't even worked on the weekly assignment yet. I will say though, the weekly assignment is kind of interesting. Let me pull up the footage. I don't know if I can, but let me try. It's an old movie called Charade. Making wordy replies just to get to the word count. I've never had a word count, but I've had a reply count. So,
are you going back to America? Well, don't you want me to stay? Yes, of
so
course, but if you went back
basically, let's say reply to like 2 people's posts, and it's always the yes, I agree with what you're saying, so and so. It's always like regurgitating exactly what they said in order to like agree. Recently, though, people have been getting my professors have been getting real upset with people just saying yes, I agree. So they expect you to actually like put in actual thought to a discussion. And I'm just like, I already contributed. Why do I have to do this? So let me quickly pull up what we need to do for this. So this is a slow drama scene. The main character returns to her apartment in Paris to find her apartment's been ransacked. After she looks through the empty rooms, the police detective appears. The police takes her to the morgue and asks her to identify a body. She identifies the body as her dead husband. In all honesty, I have no idea what's happening in this film. They just give me the scene. See, I think it's pretty much like last time. We just compose as we see fit. Oh, was it back? No, it's not. Wishful thinking. I'm very intrigued to start working on this because it just sounds so empty right now.
Yes? I'm Inspector Edouard Grandpierre of the Police Judiciaire. Would you be so kind as to come with me, please?
And then, of course, we'll do... So you get to make audio to go with the scene? Yeah, pretty much. So this is what we get. Just a blank canvas with sound effects and that dialogue, and that's about it. That's so cool. It is a really cool process, and I'm really happy that I started streaming it, because people always seem fascinated when they see it. I'm really happy to shed some light on what the behind the scenes is for stuff like this. I don't like this camera angle. I don't know why it stays for so long. But that's the whole scene. So we'll get working on that as soon as we finish here. I'm excited to see the process. I am too. Last time we worked on this was for my last semester of work. We did a few streams, and a lot of the music that we wrote for the class ended up being used for the Sound of Games Volume 3. So I'm really happy with a lot of the music there. Oh, thank you. Finally. Give me sustain, so that they're going to have to be soft. Okay, I can actually work with this. This is a lot better than the string samples for some odd reason. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to take out all this. Because I need to be quiet. I think what we're going to do is... let's try that. Bring this all the way down. I think I know what I want to do in terms of melody, but I need to listen to this again. I gotta figure out what notes there, but I do like that main theme. What was it? Hang on. I don't know. Do I want to put this much effort into this? I feel like it's pretty fine on its own. I'm gonna take a quick listen to what other people have submitted. I'm gonna go ahead and mute this so I don't like infringe on anyone else's work. I just need like a quick like example of like what other people are doing. Okay. You sure it's not her? Okay. Just making sure. Alright, I'd say I'm on a pretty similar path, so we can continue what we're doing here. How do I want to do this? Maybe just punch it in by hand. I think that'd probably be just the easiest way to go about it, rather than trying to fiddle with the keyboard for who knows how long. Yeah, we'll go back to this over here. notes are we on there? Let me take a look. Measure 7. Okay. Yeah, C, E flat, and an A. Okay, so it's an A diminished. Should be easy to write to. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Right, that's a C major. I think so. Hang on. Let's take a look. Measure 12. Right here. Oh, hang on. That's C major. This is C minor. Okay. No, that makes sense. I'm a little goofy. Wait, let me think very quickly. Is there a way to listen to music on stream without getting copyrighted and or striked? Yes, but it's not it's in beta right now. So I don't know how to put this. If you look under the sources in Streamlabs, there is a section that says application audio or something of the sorts, and it'll pick up that specific application for audio. There's a whole process behind it. I can walk you through it later, but it's very hard to explain on stream without visuals. Obviously, Streamlabs is on the computer that I'm not showing. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I can walk you through it later if need be. Let's try that. Just gonna go down to C, just to root it. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this. I think that'll sound a little better. Alright. There's a section over here that we gotta figure out what to do with. Yeah, okay. That sounds good. And when I say good, that is with an asterisk next to it. This sounds like shit, sonically, but melodically, like actual music-wise, it sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm literally just about to export this, submit it. I'm gonna slap my name on the front of that. Whoops, don't want to forget that. Don't throw it in the worlds beyond our own files. Let me tell you where to throw that. What is this? This is the winter semester. This is 2025. The year of our Lord. Okay. There we go. Submit there. Yeah, put my name on it. It's there if needed. We'll be fine. Let me go and submit that, and then we will jump over. First project. Or not even first project. This is... I burn out because games are my job. That's fair. That is fair. You play games for a living. Which is, first off, a job you should not be complaining about, but also understandable. I think when people hear that, they get an impression of like what a job that pays you to play games could be like and how difficult it is. Exercise 1.1. Okay, post that. Alright, switching over. Save session. Let me go and create a new one. Arona. This will be L1 Arona. Dash Muse comp. Actually, hang on. It's L1 Arona underscore. I think this was my name in Dash Film TV2. I think that was the naming scheme that I created for my projects. I always try and be as organized as possible because when you... Holy crap, when you have several projects running at once, you need to figure out what on earth you're going to do for a naming problem. Okay, so here we go. We're starting to work on a film. First thing that I always do, and this is something that we've done in the past, is we always mark out important things. So in this instance, I think we can go ahead and mark this whole beginning segment as not important. I think maybe this part right here is important.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So let's put a marker here. Protagonist. Sees empty apartment. Let's put APT. So this whole segment is... Hang on, I think... the way it just looks like she floats around. Sorry. I shouldn't be laughing. It's not funny in the slightest. I just found it really goofy. Starts to check rooms. Or search rooms. Now I'm looking for that police bump. I've got ideas here. Bumps into police. Well, no, it didn't look like she was floating. He's searching for caves in MC. Oh, that's great. Okay, what are we... Okay, somehow we get teleported to the morgue, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that down. Cut to... I'll just put dead body, since we're looking at the dead body once it comes out. It's pretty much just swinging at the gates. Yeah, and then that's pretty much end of it. Yeah. Okay, let me quickly put this in slip mode. Let me just mark this as end. Actually, no, let me go back a quick second. Here's the actual ending, right when it closes. Okay, right around there. So I'd say that's the end. Okay. Next thing, I kind of messed up. These all need to be on the timestamp rather than on the bars and beats. So change all these to absolute, so they don't move if we change tempos. Because I have a feeling we're going to be changing tempos. I got an idea here, and I'll pull up an example of what I'm thinking of. Okay, there's a scene from Ratatouille. Oh, how would I? Ratatouille. Yeah, it's Chef Skinner reading the letter, and here I'll explain my thought process behind this. But first, I think it's just better if we watch. So I'm just throw this up here. So this is the music that comes to mind when I'm thinking of the scene when he's reading the letter. It's the way the music starts like speeding up ever so slightly, and I'm thinking, my thought process is I'm gonna go ahead and put that over this part where she starts searching the rooms. And it starts off slow. She starts off like just taking in the room, trying to imagine, like trying to piece together what exactly happened. So she walks out of the first room. She starts running. Her movements becoming a bit more frantic. She starts opening up cupboards, and it's all just becoming a bit more and more like intense. So I'm imagining we're gonna create this slowly, what's the word? This quickening, slowly quickening pace up until she bumps into the police officer. So I think, I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. I think at minimum, I need to write 1 minute of music, which I'm fine doing. I see that works really well. Thank you. Johnny, you did not just say dear old trick-or-treaters. No, see, I can't even get that image out of my head. That's just... Okay. Alright, but yeah, that's the idea that I have in mind. I think maybe to start... Maybe get a piano out? I don't even know, like, how I want to do this. I have the vision in mind, sonically, but I just don't know what I'm going to do in terms of the music. We have our main beats here. I think at most we can do just the part that I want to focus on. I think that'll get us the assignment. But I got to think. It's similar, my thought process is similar to like how the Jaws theme works. Same concept. Da-dum. Da-dum. Dun 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 dun. It starts speeding up. So maybe something like that. I have an itch on my nose. It's bugging me. I don't know. Start playing. me pick another key. Hang on, wait. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. No. I don't know. Trying to think. This is really hard because this isn't something that I would normally compose music to. This isn't like slow drama is not my forte. No pun intended. Well, I'm trying to. I'm trying to think. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Maybe something like that? I don't know. Let's try it. Just very quickly. I just need something to play with for now. I'm going to put this away momentarily. Is this something that I could, like, use? I can see this. Ooh, hang on, hang on. Something might have just struck in my head. I need a pluck. Where would I get a pluck? Maybe here? Why won't anything work? Is it too much to ask for things just to work? Okay, well, great. I guess that's not working, but this is. I need a pluck. Oops, hang on. Wanted that down here. Okay, wait. I think I'm onto something. Let me try this. Hang on. Will this move everything? No, it won't. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and line up on the grid. You're going to go back here. You're going to get muted. You're going to go over here. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of that. Okay. Now, what if we said, like, for example, we're at, like, let's say we start at, like, 105. Over here, we move to 120. When did she start getting all frantic?
Honorine? Honorine?
it right here? Well, technically, okay, so it starts right here, I'd say. Which, if that's the case, then hang on. Let me go ahead and move that right here. Yeah, okay. Then right here, maybe let's go ahead and do... let's say... 135? Even still, I feel like maybe it would need to go a little bit faster. Let's try 145. Followed by this being, I don't know, 170. Something really obscure. $170. Let's try that. Just as a mock-up design of what we could do. Where did my... There it is. I was wondering where the footage went. Where did it go? Bruh. I sort of need that. I imagine maybe we take out the first set. Okay, actually, we're onto something. We're definitely onto something here. This needs to be a lot faster, though. I'm thinking... let's try 225. Something completely, like, fast. It sounded cool. Thank you. We're currently in the drafting phase. So I'm hoping that it sounds a little better when we come out the other side. What are we... an hour into stream? We're probably not going to be able to get to the final assignment. That's okay. I'll just do it off stream. Or maybe we might shelve this for, like, a small bit. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe get rid of this one. It might get, like, replaced with something similar on the same instrument. But for now, I'm going to say move this up to, like, 130. I'm going to say move this up to 155. Move this up to about 190. Let me see. Will that fix my issues here? I think, maybe. It's really cool to see the process and how it works. It really is. Because, I mean, stuff like this is how I got into writing music. So. Okay.
Madame Charles Lampet.
Probably something like this. I don't know. Just right until she bumps into him. Okay. No. Well, don't play it over and over again.
Madame Charles Lampet.
And just everything cuts silent. Because it's like it's sort of building anticipation and then boom, everything's out. So, how do we want to build this is the question. Starting here, I think maybe with a low strings, maybe? Let's go for it. What am I looking for? Maybe. Definitely not you. No, I'm trying to lay off the synths. For this one in particular, when was this film made again? Let me take a look at the date. Low strings. No, don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. I'm gonna ban you. I'm going to ban you if you continue your thought. Do not. Yeah, this film was made in 1963. Since we're not even a thing on the table yet. Well, they were, but just not nearly as popular as they were in the 80s. Well, no, don't laugh. It's gonna give him the confidence to continue saying what he's saying, and then we're gonna have a big issue on our hands. Okay, but in terms of what I want, where did it go? It might be this. I was going to, but I don't feel like getting banned. That'd be. I'm debating whether I should ban you for that. You know what you're doing. You're dancing around it. Gonna get yourself spaded for Breeze again? He is. He is actively asking to get Febrezed on. For those of you who are unfamiliar, for the VOD watchers, or for for the VOD watchers, basically. The other day, Jonah annoyed me. And I just so happened to see a spray bottle of Febreze within my grasp. I am not. This is uncool. You're uncool, dude. You're referencing a dead meme that's being dragged through the mud. Okay. What about the low end of this? Ooh, we might be running up the wrong tree with this one. But I'm willing to take that chance. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. Honestly, it's not entirely bad. What if we... Wait, did I start... Oh, great. Oh, I remember why I did that. Hang on. Because this was extended out to here. Was this our brotherhood is starting to fade? What brotherhood? You say as if we had a cult. That's just simply untrue. I think I'm going to go with a fifth. Because with a fifth, you're not going to be able to pick out how exactly you should feel. It's... Because it could be a C major. It could be a little happy chord. Oh, you're happy you got robbed. Versus a C minor. Like, oh, it's like creating this like weird space of like, ooh, I don't know how to feel. So I think that'll be some. I think that's probably what I'm gonna go with here. Maybe I should just keep it here. What? What on earth are you saying? Bro did notice I taped it together. So it was like our brotherness. Too bad. Bug messaged Mr. Fantastic's VA and he responded. Would Invis Woman respond? Is her schedule too busy or maybe Yuri? What? What was any of that? Was that English? Like, am I like, did notice I taped it together so it was like our brotherness? Too bad. Bug messaged Mr. Fantastic's VA and he responded. Would Invis Woman respond or is her schedule too busy or maybe you're... Bro didn't know, he just indirectly said low. No! The joke is that you say it in order. That's not even the joke. Where on earth does it say... Dude, I should just ban you right now. I can't handle this tomfoolery. That makes absolutely no sense. Nada. Not a single lick of sense. What are you on? What? No, I can't. I cannot focus on that right now. I'm gonna like get wound up around the axle trying to read that. No, don't ban me. Brother, you're not speaking. You're not making any sense right now. I'm gonna take this back to the third, actually. Let me hear this again. I think this needs to get split up in order for that to work. I need to bring this up to an E flat. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I've completely lost track of what I'm doing. Okay, hang on. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then do that. Yeah, I think that's right. Let's try this again.
Madame Charles Lampert?
See, the more I listen to this, the more I'm like, it's slow. Like, it's way too slow. I need to be, like, pushing the speed forward a little bit more. I'm gonna end up, like, going... Like, it's not gonna make any sense when I'm done with it. So, I think I just need to accept the fact that this is where the tempos are gonna sit. Otherwise, I'm gonna, like... I'm gonna kick myself if I keep, like... Oh, like, just another, like... Just a tad bit faster here, tad bit faster here. I need to, like... lock this in, otherwise I'm gonna keep messing with it. Whew, okay. Let's... How am I gonna transition from this into that? Actually, I think we're closer than I think. How long until it hits? Okay. That is, what, 5 measures? 5 measures that I gotta somehow fill in. Alright. Time to think.
Honorine?
I'm not... trying to think. Maybe... Okay, hang on. Maybe we can bring this back. But maybe go down here. Nope. Hang on. No, bring it back. Don't delete it. If that's the case, actually, hang on. I'm gonna go ahead and move the other two down then. I'm gonna like to do every other. I kind of like that actually. What if I did this? So we swap those notes out, and then that comes down here. Let's try that. Okay, I'm liking that a little bit better. I'm about to do something that I'm really gonna hate. Time to play the waiting game, guys. Holy shit. Wait, did it actually load? Holy crap, I think I actually loaded properly this time. What? Well, how about that? This is probably the first time in who knows how long that I've actually been able to... Holy crap, it actually loaded quickly. What the heck? That's awesome. Okay, let me do that and then bring this here. Okay, definitely not that. Not that. Let's try breath, maybe? I don't know. That's a nice pass. That's a hard pass. I don't know, art control? See, nothing's really speaking to me other than the staccato, but even then, not really liking it. Let's try turning the speed. Is it too high? Wait, hang on. Let's try turning it down an octave. No, I can't say I'm liking it all that much, in all honesty. It's really interesting to see everything that goes into this. It is. I really enjoy the music writing process. I'm trying to make it as entertaining as possible on top of it. Oh, I seem to have... What the fuck is going on? Hang on, I just got a text from Bug. Noah, answer. Dude, I shot a message to the voice actor of Mr. Fantastic on Instagram saying that I love his work and that I grew up near him, and he responded, Mr. Fantastic and Johnny Test's dad. That last part was in all caps. Dude, what is going on tonight? Like, I don't think I myself could ever do anything like this, but I enjoy watching it, lol. I think I'm really happy that people do enjoy watching this. It's definitely really nice knowing that people are like intrigued by the process. Sorry, I'm trying to settle in on what on earth is happening. Buck just randomly messaged a voice actor on Instagram and he responded. And I think Jonah wants to know if Invisible Woman's voice actor is also available for DMs. I don't know. Okay, back to this. Maybe it's the fact that it's doubled up. Hang on, what if we just got rid of one of these very quickly? That. See, I'm still not liking it, and I can't tell if that's the sample or if that's just the idea in general. Let me try expand 2. Let me see, do you have any... Trump is supposed to mute? I don't know, let me try that. Wow, I hate that. None of these are sounding good to me. That's the problem. That's why I don't do this type of music, because I just can't find any good samples. Alright, time to think. Maybe a French horn? I don't know. Is that what I'm missing? That might actually be what I'm missing. Okay. I'm willing to work with that for now. I think up until... I want the strings to carry through this section, and then the plucking sound will carry for the next 8 measures. So all the way up until here. And then we will have the French horn here, and then we will include another instrument to try and keep the tension growing through here. I think, okay, so the idea is good. I think we're on the right track here. What happened to you? I just gotta figure out how on earth we're gonna transition from here to here. I think what I'll do is I will... Oh, crap, don't do that. Do that. Boom, boom. Boom. And then we'll just end it on a C that sort of fades out underneath this. Like that. I'm gonna probably have this fade out a little bit earlier. Yeah, okay, I really like that. I wonder how clarinet would sound. Um, it's all I think about because basically the only instrument I played. I haven't played it in years though. We can give it a try. I'm willing to give clarinet a try. Let's go ahead and let's copy this down here. Bring this down. Pretty much do the exact same thing. And then just find a clarinet sample. Because I think I saw one earlier. French horn. So woodwind. Where was it? Am I in the right section? I am in the right section. Clarinet plus flute? Okay. Oh, there it is. Hang on, let's hear it. Let's bring it up an octave. I'm not mad about it. I think we can make that work. Let me go back to this very quickly. So I might actually add that in a little sooner. Oh, I forgot to bring this up. I was like, what happened to the clarinet? Okay. Go and duplicate this for a second. We're gonna put. Let's see what else we got. French horn. We've got clarinet. What about a piccolo? Weird thing, but let's just try it. Okay, that's way too low. Honestly, might be onto something here. Hang on, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Bring this up. Okay. Yeah, okay. That sounds like it's going in the right direction. I would think you want the brass to be more prominent as it continues. Maybe that's just me. The problem is the brass pierces through very potently. So I'm trying to find a good sample that sort of brings it softer. Which is why I really like the French horn. I think the French horn is a really good choice because it's a softer brass. But I'm trying to think about a way to bring in more brass at the very end here. It also just needs more bass. I think we're missing a lot of that. We'll do bass clarinet. Ooh, that sounds like an interesting idea. I think. Let's see what we got in terms of like brass and woodwind. Maybe a tuba? I don't know. Let's try that. Like just playing a drone note. Tossing it around. It's not giving me the bass that I want, but I don't know what will. What have we got? Saxophone. English horn. Bassoon, maybe? I don't know. Bassoon is a low instrument. Something like that. We'll try. We're messing around. Take that to the end of the measure. The tune really fits the film, I feel like. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, yeah, this is like a simple orchestra type of film. Feels like it matches the film vibes and like the era. Yeah, this is definitely the era of like the 1960s. What was the date on that again? 63. Yeah. Okay, let me bring the picture back up so that we can all see it. What if you had a tuba and instead of the melody that you have right now, it took the scale. Wait, what? Took that scale and I don't know, inverted it. So it would take it slower or something, like it went down. It's hard to describe without notes. See, I think I get what you're saying. It's sort of like reversing the process. So instead of like speeding up, it's slowing down. I can't do that. Physically cannot do that. B, I think that would really clash, and it would then start like creating these weird ripples of contour of time, like time signature. I don't know. I don't know why you would want to have instruments on like separate tempos. That's just not really. That's not really a thing. But I'm willing to actually start building this bass up like this. Okay, here. I'm losing context. Let's quickly just watch it from here. I just need to see. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know. I'm thinking about adding more plucks to sort of transition it a little better. Nothing's mixed either. We gotta mix it. Those clarinets are standing out pretty presently.
Madame Charles Lampert?
Yes?
That's actually really surprising. I'm actually really pleased with how that's sounding overall. I think maybe one more like lower registered instrument and we might be done here. Which yeah, I wouldn't be too mad about. That's really good. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way this is sounding. Alright, let me go ahead and double this very quickly. Duplicate, yada yada. Place you, your bassoon. Let's go ahead and let's try something. Let's do brass soft layer. I don't know, what does it sound like? Whoa. That sounds way too synthy. Never mind. Take that back. Let's bring out the tuba very quickly. I just want to hear it with, like, in context. Maybe there's something I'm missing. All right, let's take it from right here, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's try that. I think, yeah, I was missing something in context. That sounds a little better. Although, that can go. We don't need that. I'm willing to... Hang on. Okay, so I'm thinking about this. We might slow this down, actually. Let's try 115. And then, is that enough to kick off that last bit? Yeah, okay. So we're going to go ahead and mute all this just temporarily. Just want to see how this plays out. From here. Yeah, I like a slower introduction to the melody.
Madame Charles Lampert?
Aside from those two, yeah,
I'm
I think that's
Inspector
it.
Edouard Grandpierre of the police.
I think, yeah, I think we've hit the nail on the head here. Let me double check and make sure there's, like, I hit all the goals. In the scene, the scene leaves the audience with several dramatic questions. What happened to the apartment? What happened to her husband? What happens next? Alright, style. The musical style effectively matches the plot, characteristics, and the style of the picture. I say so. The emotion of the music matches and enhances the emotion of the story. The musical energy matches the energy level of the picture. The music stays subordinate to dialogue and foreground sound effects. Music changes when there are important changes in the story or picture. The music accommodates the role of the scene in the overall project, and the music is performed and recorded effectively. I would say we've done everything the best we can. Is there something where I could see what others are doing? Hang on, I wanted to see this in lesson. Why did it not take me there? Here we go. Is everyone doing the full scene? Okay. Someone did a minute 30. Two people did the entire 2 minutes and 32 seconds. I think... Because, what, we have like a minute of music here? Yeah, I think just over a minute of music, which is the requirement here. I don't know, I think we've got a really good, like, solid piece in our hands. I don't think... Because I don't want music over this section right here. Where on earth is the video? Where did it go? There it is. Okay. I don't want music over this section of the video.
Madame Charles Lampert?
It doesn't feel
I'm
right.
Inspector Edouard Grandpierre of the police judiciaire.
The dialogue feels too
Would you be
important.
so kind as to come with me, please?
The point where I bring music in is over the when we cut to the dead body. So I'd bring in something here, if that were the case. Which would be, what, another, like, 30 seconds of music on top of that? I also would not throw music over the beginning part. I think that's also not efficient for the scene. For sure, the dialogue should stand alone without music. I would say there's some instances... Oh, come on. Yeah, there's some instances where I feel like dialogue and music could be overlapped. I just feel like for a movie like this, and for like the scenes that are here, like, the music just doesn't feel necessary. Same with the front dialogue, which I was about to show off before I decided to close the video. Because, I mean, it's just I'm talking.
Goodbye, Sylvie and Sam.
Nothing really
When
happening.
you get your divorce, are you going back to America? Well, don't you want me to stay? Yes, of course, but if you went back and wrote me a letter...
You could have the stamps. I'll get you some here, okay?
Okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I just don't really... I could see, like, a small, like, track. This one, yeah, the music doesn't feel necessary, like you said. Yeah, I feel like there's a little too much dialogue happening. And there's not enough need for dialogue, or there's not enough need for music. I think this section of silence, where there's absolutely no dialogue happening, is a perfect spot for the music. Other than that, I don't feel like we need... I don't feel like we need a full score over the whole 2 minutes and 30 seconds of it. Just quickly taking a look at what other people are doing. Post your work here as an embedded video. Okay, so they just want the video. Yeah, I'd say we are done here. Now, actually, no, we're 90% done. Now we just need to edit the mix. So very quickly, I'm going to move this out of the way because that's not important. I'm going to make that a little quieter. Okay. I'm just going to put this on loop for a second while I quickly figure this out. Let me... I need a master very quickly. Show me what's happening with the frequencies. I'm going to take off the sound effects track. Okay. The low ends are really powerful. Okay. I think that's a lot better in terms of a mix. Not meant to be something like perfect and like meant to go to screen, but just something that like displays the idea. Well, maybe we can get away with making that a little bit louder. Piccolo needs to come down a little bit more. Okay, yeah. Because it's in its own frequency range. So there's no need to like keep it as high as it is. It pierces through because there's nothing to fight against. But it also has to fit within the mix. Alright, I think that is going to be this project wrapped up. And I'm trying to decide if we want to do... I really like how this came out. I do too. I won't lie. I was a bit skeptical at first when we started. But this is a really nice case of just saying yes to the idea and just seeing where it leads. It's a lovely little improv technique that I picked up from my theater days. So it's a really nice. How long do I even want to leave this? Maybe something like this. Yeah, why not? We'll export it like that. That's mix. I need the video. Before we do that, I need to bring this back. Actually, I need to make sure that it's not like blocking any sound effects.
Madame Charles Lampert?
I'm going to turn that up a little bit, and I'm going to turn this down slightly. Yeah, sounds way better. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, I think that'll be a good mix. Or good cushion. Yes, need you as an MOV. I'll leave you at that bit, right? I probably won't be able to... No, well, maybe at this short length, I might be able to get away with getting in a Discord, but there's really no telling. Okay, let's hope that it exports the right way. Do. That's the post. Let me go ahead and put on some... Oh, my Spotify seems to be closed. Where is it? It's on this computer. Yeah, I'll just keep playing what I was playing last, which was Bad Omens. While I quickly write this out. Took an approach of, I would say, increasing... how would I put this? Took an approach of speeding the tempo up. As the scene... As the tension in the scene rises. Yeah, I'll put it like that. I'll say I use an orchestral sound consisting of strings, piccolo, clarinet, what was it, tuba and bassoon? Yeah, I think that's all we use. Alright, now I post it, and I'll go back to that later and see if there's still an issue with it. Because the website, Canvas, takes a while to process videos. Alright. On that note, I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. We did a really good amount of work. I'm really happy with this. We got the first... we got the discussion done, and we also got the weekly assignment done, which I'm really happy about. Canvas sucks sometimes, never loads my vids. It really does. I don't know why we don't have an alternative. But here we are. We see VC for the Streamlabs thing. Yeah, I'll show you how to do it. Stream was really cool. I enjoyed seeing the whole process. I'm really glad you did, Apple. I'm going to hopefully be trying to do this weekly over the next few weeks while I still have the class. Obviously, this is just a different approach to how I write my own music. And depending on some of the scenes, it'll obviously be a little bit quicker as I get, like, instant clicks of inspiration. I think this is probably going to be a little bit... I think this is probably the longest it took me to write a project like this. Because I wasn't necessarily sure how I wanted to go about it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and raid out to Chara, who's live on her hardcore world. I'm going to be lurking for a bit while I quickly help Jonah and then also figure out what on earth Bug has been up to today. So, thank you all so much for joining me. Hope you have a good night. Have a good night too, Apple. I'll be hanging out in chat once I'm done with everything that I need to get done post-stream. Alright, so thank you guys. I'll catch you all on Monday. I haven't figured out what we're doing on Monday yet. Probably Lunchbox if I had to be honest. We'll see. Hey guys, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.